What is happening, you guys? It is Garrett Fankhauser with FFLfunnels.com. Yo guys, today in this video, what I want to talk to you guys about is SEO and structural foundation of what you're starting with. What I mean by that is a lot of you guys know the words SEO, like you understand maybe a little bit about it. You've seen or heard me talk about it. You've heard other people talk about it. You've had 500 people every month email you from India telling you that they can get you to the top of Google. They can't, right? But check it out, guys. One of the things that we come across is a lot of dealers, a lot of you guys hit me up and they're like, yo, I would love to have you help me out with SEO. Let's talk about some of that stuff, right? I want to set some proper expectations. I want you guys to kind of understand what goes into the base layer, the actual foundation of this, right? SEO is not as simple as just throwing some keywords on your website and then all of a sudden you're at the top of Google and you're making a shit ton of money. If it were that easy, it would either be the 90s, which it was at one point, and maybe early 2000s, or two, everybody would do it and then it would get hard, which also happened, right? Shit used to be really easy. You would just put keywords on your website, almost like a Craigslist ad where you just throw like F-250, Ford Raptor, whatever it is, Porsche GT3, like you just throw keywords in your post. That worked at one point. It's been decades, right? It's been decades since that has worked. But what happened is that everybody started doing that, and then that became not a thing that you could do that actually worked, right? Hopefully that makes sense. And that's what happens with all of this, right? So many of you guys are kind of confused by what goes on with like monthly SEO. Let's talk about that for a second, and then I'll get back to the basics and the fundamentals. But things change all the time in SEO. Google literally updates their algorithm thousands of times per year. They have big algorithm updates, maybe dozens to maybe a few hundred times a year. So it happens all the time. Why I'm saying this is because, again, like I was just saying a minute ago, you can do something that's working. You can do something that's white hat, meaning that Google approves it, all of this stuff. And then the algorithm changes. It's kind of like social media. Then all of a sudden it doesn't work anymore and things need to change. That's why the best results come from being in some type of monthly SEO plan where you have a team like our team or whoever else that actually knows what the fuck they're doing with firearms, goes through and actually continuously adjusts what needs to be done in order to make sure that we're staying at the top. In order to do that, you have to be able to see what goes on. You have to know what you're looking for. You have to have the right tools. And then you have to be able to interpret that data and then put that into actionable insights that you can actually make adjustments to your website or your social media or your Google business profile or your backlinks or whatever it is, so that you can actually continuously stay up top and continuously move up towards the top with your other keywords, right? Let's go back to the foundations though. This is one of the most important things and what I wanted to talk about in this video. The foundation of what you're starting with is one of the most important aspects. I got guys that reach out to me and they have like Ammo Ready or Gear Fire or something like that. And those guys, they're business people, right? They're salesmen, whatever. They're going to tell you, hey, we have SEO, right? We have SEO stuff. The truth is that what they have is like a box, right? And it says you can only color in between this box. You can't really color outside of that box. And that presents a problem for you guys because you might be paying people and not getting any results or not getting the results that you expected because the foundation of which your building is built upon is not set up properly to actually rank really well, get as many keywords as you're looking to get, and just climb the rankings and rank against other like sites. Custom is typically always the best bet when you're doing this stuff, but there are some other platforms out there. Core is another platform that we actually work with clients on. But if you guys have Ammo Ready, Gear Fire, that type of stuff, or like a website that was built by some Pakistani or something for $50, it might not be set up properly to actually work and get you the results that you're after as far as SEO. If that happens, if you were to come to us, I would tell you that we can't do it because I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna take your money and give you nothing. I'm not gonna take on clients that we know that we're going to get shitty results and things like that, right? This is the big thing. You guys have to have a good platform to start with. And if you're going to build a tall building, you're going to build it on a very strong, structurally sound platform. If you're going to build a short building, you can build it on whatever you want. You can have cardboard foundation. It doesn't matter because the building's only 3 inches tall. Stupid analogy, but hopefully you guys understand that if you're looking to build a fucking skyscraper, if you want to grow this thing big, you have to have a solid foundation to build up on, right? So a couple things when we talk about that, what does that mean, right? One of the big things is we see a lot of bloated websites. What that means is that if we were to actually scan and look at the code on the website, we would see that there's a bunch of shit in there that doesn't need to be in there, that slows the website down, that breaks stuff, that interferes with Google's crawlers to where it can't even see the keywords properly. And that is the case with some of the ones that I've mentioned previously. I'm not going to say directly that this one is bad because of this. I'm not here to bash the other companies or anything like that. But the bloat is a huge problem. Another problem, again, is the way that the code is written. It can actually block Google's robots, right? Their crawlers, from seeing your website properly. If it can't see the website properly, if it can't find the keywords, understand the context of what it is, and track visitors when they go to visit the page, see how far they scroll, see what else they click, if they hit back, if they go to another website. If it can't track that stuff, they're going to de-rank you, which means they're going to take you from 10th spot and put you at 50th spot for that keyword. Right? Hopefully that makes sense, guys. The other thing is that a lot of SEO actually takes place off of your website. So a lot of people have this misconception when they sign up with us or whatever, that we're going to be on their website 24/7, just adding content everywhere and doing a bunch of stuff. Well, link building, actually, most of it takes place off of the website. We still have to have a good website. It's got to be structurally sound. We have to have good content. We have to have good metrics, meaning that people go there and they actually buy stuff, or they spend a good amount of time on there and they don't just hit back, which is called bouncing. They don't just bounce and then go to another page and buy something from somewhere else. Google sees that and they de-rank you because of it, right? There's a couple different things, right? I'm not going to get too detailed into this in this video. I'll cover more in other videos, but I want you guys to understand that if you're planning on running an online business that actually provides you a giant amount of cash flow on a regular basis, where you don't necessarily have to be sitting behind a counter all day or cold calling or whatever it is, right? Posting on social media 24/7, doing all these crazy reels and TikToks and videos 24/7. If you want to actually have SEO do the work for you, you have to start with a very, very fucking solid foundation. That's like step number one, right? Have a good solid foundation. Then after that comes the research. We have to research and see what Google is actually rewarding with other businesses, and then we have to recreate those types of circumstances, but do them better for your setup, right? That's all I got for you today. I will have some more SEO stuff because we really want to get the information out to you guys. I really want you guys to understand how this stuff works and understand how it can severely impact the bottom line, the revenue, all that type of stuff in your business, but it has to be done right, or you're just going to be pissing money away, right? Literally at this point, we have had some clients leave us that are working with us through SEO, but we have not had any clients that we have not gotten them results. 100%, we've gotten every client in the firearms industry that we've worked with the exact results that we were after, right? If you guys need help with this stuff, if you're interested in SEO, or if you're interested in just growing your business in general, shoot me a DM or comment on this and let's chat. I'd love to, like, at minimum, let's take a look at the foundation that you have set up and let's see if this is something that's even workable, right? If not, guys, if you have a foundation that's not workable, but you are planning on doing something, what I would totally suggest is chatting with me as well. Let's put a plan in place to help you grow what you have, get to a point where you have enough cash flow and revenue that maybe you can actually come in full time and work with us to build the system from the ground up to make sure that you have like 100% a dialed platform. Cool. Hopefully this makes sense, guys. I will catch you in the next one, probably tomorrow. Take care. Bye.